Your kidneys may be begging for help long before you feel real pain. They do not usually scream, they whisper. They whisper through dark urine in the morning. They whisper through puffiness under your eyes. They whisper through swelling around your ankles at night. They whisper through fatigue that sleep does not fix. They whisper through muscle cramps that seem to come out of nowhere. They whisper through brain fog that makes you feel older than you are. They whisper through blood pressure that slowly becomes harder to control. And most people ignore those whispers. They say, maybe I just need more water. Maybe I ate too much salt. Maybe I slept badly. Maybe I am getting older. Maybe it will go away. But here is the truth. Your kidneys are working for you every minute of every day. They filter your blood. They remove waste. They balance fluid. They regulate minerals. They support blood pressure. They help activate vitamin D. They help your body manage acid levels. They support red blood cell production. And they do all of this quietly, without asking for attention. But after 50, your kidneys need more support than most people give them. Not because they are weak, because they are overworked. Think about what your kidneys have to process every day. Salt, sugar, alcohol, medication, processed foods, environmental pollution, excess minerals, waste from protein digestion, and all the byproducts your body creates just by keeping you alive. Your kidneys are not lazy. They are some of the hardest working organs in your body. But even the hardest working organ can struggle when the daily burden becomes too high. That is why food matters. And today, I want to focus on something simple, affordable, and often misunderstood: fruit. But not just any fruit, because when it comes to kidney health, not every fruit is automatically a good choice for every person. Some fruits are high in potassium, some fruits are turned into sugary juices, some dried fruits are concentrated with sugar, some fruits are healthy only when eaten in the right portion. And if you already have chronic kidney disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, swelling, kidney stones, or fluid restriction, you must be more careful than the average person. I am Dr. Adrian, and today I am going to show you 5 fruits your kidneys may be quietly begging for after 50. These fruits may help support hydration, antioxidant protection, urinary tract health, better blood vessel function, better blood pressure habits, and your body's natural filtering process. But I want to be very clear from the beginning. No fruit can magically repair damaged kidneys overnight. No fruit can reverse kidney failure. No fruit can replace your doctor. No fruit can replace your kidney specialist. No fruit can replace medication when medication is needed. Your kidneys already detox your body. That is their job. So when people say these fruits help cleanse the kidneys, the honest meaning is this: they may help create better conditions for your kidneys to work. Less oxidative stress, better hydration, more fiber, better blood sugar control, better blood vessel support, less reliance on processed desserts, sugary drinks, salty snacks, and artificial foods. That is real kidney support. Not a miracle, not a fake detox, not hype. Real support. And stay with me until the end, because fruit number 1 is the one many people think is harmless because it is mostly water. But they often eat it in the wrong form, at the wrong time, in the wrong amount, or with the wrong health condition. And that can turn a refreshing fruit into a problem. So let us begin. Fruit number 5 is blueberries. Blueberries may be small, but they are one of the smartest fruits for kidney-conscious eating. The deep blue and purple color in blueberries comes from plant compounds called anthocyanins. These compounds act like antioxidants in the body. They help fight oxidative stress, and oxidative stress matters because it can damage cells, blood vessels, and organs over time. Your kidneys are full of tiny blood vessels. These tiny vessels help filter your blood. When blood pressure is high, blood sugar is high, inflammation is high, and oxidative stress is high, those delicate filters can become damaged. That is why antioxidant-rich foods matter. They do not magically clean the kidneys, but they help create a healthier environment around the kidneys, and that is important. Blueberries are also useful because they can replace worse foods. This is one of the biggest secrets in kidney nutrition. A food is not only powerful because of what it adds, it is also powerful because of what it replaces. If you eat blueberries instead of cookies, that is a win. If you eat blueberries instead of cake, that is a win. If you add blueberries to breakfast instead of pouring sugary syrup over processed cereal, that is a win. If you use blueberries to satisfy sweetness instead of candy, that is a win. That is how kidney support works in real life, not from one magical fruit. From daily replacements: less sugar, more fiber, more antioxidants, better habits repeated. Now, blueberries are often easier to fit into a kidney-conscious diet because they are relatively low in sodium, potassium, and phosphorus compared with many other foods. But if you already have chronic kidney disease, your fruit choices should match your lab results. Your potassium matters, your phosphorus matters, your blood sugar matters, your stage of kidney disease matters. So blueberries may be helpful for many people, but your doctor or renal dietitian should guide you if you have CKD. Now let us talk about the wrong way to eat blueberries. The wrong way is to take a healthy fruit and turn it into a sugar bomb. Blueberry muffins, blueberry pies, blueberry syrup, blueberry jam, sweetened blueberry yogurt, blueberry pancakes covered in syrup. Blueberries buried under honey, granola, whipped cream, and sugar. That is not the same thing as eating blueberries. That is dessert wearing a health costume. The best way is simple. Fresh blueberries. Or frozen blueberries with no added sugar. A small handful. Maybe half a cup. You can add them to plain oatmeal if your blood sugar handles oatmeal well. You can add them to plain yogurt if dairy fits your kidney plan. You can blend them into a smoothie, but only if you are not overloading the smoothie with juice, sugar, or too much fruit. And if you have diabetes or prediabetes, do not assume natural sugar is unlimited. Fruit still contains carbohydrates, so portion matters. Pairing fruit with protein or fiber can help many people avoid a sharper blood sugar spike. Now, how do you choose blueberries? Look for berries that are deep blue or bluish purple. A light whitish coating on the surface is normal. That coating is called bloom, and it helps protect the fruit. Avoid berries that are green, white, mushy, leaking, or moldy. Wash them well before eating. If organic is affordable, it may be a good choice, especially for people who are trying to reduce pesticide exposure. But do not let perfection stop you. Fresh or frozen unsweetened blueberries are far better than processed sweets. Now here's the key message for blueberries. They are not magic kidney medicine. They are a smart replacement food. They bring antioxidants, they bring fiber, they bring natural sweetness, and they help you move away from sugar-heavy snacks that quietly damage metabolic health. Fruit number 4 is apples. You have heard the phrase, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. That may be too simple, but apples do deserve a place in a kidney-conscious diet for many people. Apples are practical, they are affordable, they are easy to carry, they are naturally sweet, they provide fiber, and one of their most important fibers is called pectin. Pectin is a soluble fiber. It supports gut health. It supports fullness. It may help support healthier blood sugar and cholesterol patterns as part of an overall healthy diet. Why does that matter for kidneys? Because kidney health is deeply connected to blood sugar, blood pressure, weight, and inflammation. Diabetes and high blood pressure are two of the biggest causes of chronic kidney disease. So when a food helps you replace sugary snacks, control appetite, increase fiber, and support better blood sugar habits, it may indirectly support the kidneys. Apples are also relatively low in sodium, phosphorus, and potassium compared with many other foods. That makes them easier to include in many kidney-conscious diets. But again, if you have CKD, do not guess. Your kidney diet should be based on your labs and your medical plan. Now here is the mistake many people make with apples. They think apple juice is the same as an apple. It is not. Whole apples give you fiber. Apple juice often removes much of the fiber and delivers sugar quickly. Clear packaged apple juice may taste healthy, but in the body it can behave more like a sweet drink than a kidney-supporting food. Dried apples can also be tricky. They may have added sugar, they are easier to overeat, and because the water is removed, the sugar becomes more concentrated. So if you want the kidney-supporting benefits of apples, choose the whole fruit. Not juice, not sweetened dried slices, not apple pie, not apple pastries, a real apple. Now, many people peel apples, but the skin contains a lot of fiber and beneficial plant compounds. If you tolerate it and it is safe for you, eat the skin after washing the apple well. If pesticides concern you, choose organic when possible or wash carefully. If the skin bothers your digestion, adjust based on your body. Food should support you, not punish you. Now, how should you eat apples? Eat one small or medium apple as a snack. Slice it and pair it with a small amount of nut butter if your potassium and phosphorus plan allows nuts. Add apple slices to oatmeal if your blood sugar handles it. Chop apples into a salad. Or use apple slices when you want something sweet after dinner. But do not cover apples with caramel, sugar, syrup, or sweet toppings and pretend it is the same health benefit. That is the pattern again. The fruit is helpful when it replaces worse foods. It becomes less helpful when it becomes dessert. Now, here is why apples are powerful emotionally. Many people who are trying to protect their kidneys feel trapped. They think they have to stop eating everything enjoyable. No sweetness, no snacks, no desserts, no flavor. But that is not the right way to think. A kidney-supporting diet should feel like protection, not punishment. Apples give you sweetness with fiber. They give you crunch. They give you something satisfying that can replace processed snacks. And that matters because a food plan only works if you can continue it. If you hate your diet, you will quit. If it feels simple and satisfying, you can keep going. So remember this about apples. Whole apple, not apple juice. Skin on if tolerated. No added sugar, controlled portion. A simple fruit that supports the bigger kidney picture through fiber, better snacking, and blood sugar awareness. Fruit number 3 is cranberries. Cranberries are famous for urinary tract health, and there is a reason. Cranberries contain compounds called proanthocyanidins. These compounds may help reduce the ability of certain bacteria, especially E. coli, to stick to the urinary tract lining. That matters because urinary tract infections can put stress on the urinary system, and if a urinary infection travels upward, it can reach the kidneys. A kidney infection can become serious. fever, chills, back or side pain, nausea, vomiting, weakness. This is not something to treat casually. Now, cranberry is often misunderstood. Cranberries may help reduce the risk of urinary tract infections in some people, especially people who are prone to recurring UTIs. But cranberries do not treat an active kidney infection. They are not antibiotics. They do not replace medical care. If you have burning urination, fever, chills, back pain, blood in urine, or symptoms of infection, do not sit at home drinking cranberry juice and hoping it goes away. Call a healthcare professional. Now, cranberries are useful because they are tart, antioxidant-rich, and relatively low in sugar when eaten fresh. But the problem is that many cranberry products are not kidney-friendly. Cranberry cocktail, sweetened cranberry juice, dried cranberries with added sugar, cranberry sauce loaded with sugar. These are common, and they can turn a potentially helpful fruit into a sugar-heavy product. This is especially important if you have diabetes, prediabetes, obesity, fatty liver, high triglycerides, or kidney concerns. The best option is fresh or frozen cranberries with no added sugar. You can add a small amount to oatmeal. You can mix them into a smoothie with care. You can add them to salads. You can cook them down with no added sugar or only minimal sweetening if your diet allows. If using cranberry juice, choose unsweetened cranberry juice and dilute it. A small splash in water may be enough. You do not need a giant glass. Remember, unsweetened cranberry juice is very tart. That is normal. If it tastes like candy, it probably has sugar added. Now, there is an important medication warning. If you take warfarin or other blood-thinning medication, talk with your doctor or pharmacist before using cranberry regularly. Cranberry may interact with some blood thinners in some people. Also, if you have a history of kidney stones, ask your doctor whether cranberry is appropriate for your type of stone. Not all kidney stones are the same. This is wrinkled, brown, or mushy cranberries. Frozen cranberries can also be a good choice if they have no added sugar. And do not assume dried cranberries are the same as fresh cranberries. Many dried cranberries are sweetened. They are also easy to overeat. A small handful of dried fruit can contain much more sugar than people realize. Now here is the key message for cranberries. They support urinary tract health for some people. They provide antioxidants. They may help reduce bacterial sticking in the urinary tract. But they are not infection treatment. And the form matters. Fresh or unsweetened is the goal. Sugary cranberry products are not the same. Now, before we move to fruit number 2, I want you to notice something. These first 3 fruits have one thing in common. They are not only helpful because of what they contain, they are helpful because they can replace something worse. Blueberries can replace dessert. Apples can replace processed snacks. Cranberries can replace sugary cranberry drinks when used correctly. This is the real secret. Your kidneys do not need one dramatic cleanse. They need fewer daily insults. Less sugar, less salt, less processed food, less dehydration, better blood pressure, better blood sugar, better habits. Now, fruit number 2 is red grapes. Red grapes are powerful because they contain antioxidants, especially resveratrol and other flavonoids. Resveratrol is found mostly in the skin of red and purple grapes. It has been studied for its role in inflammation, oxidative stress, blood vessels, and heart health. Why does that matter for kidneys? Because kidney health and blood vessel health are connected. Your kidneys are vascular organs. They depend on steady blood flow. High blood pressure, high blood sugar, inflammation, smoking, and poor diet can damage blood vessels. When blood vessels suffer, kidneys suffer. So foods that support blood vessel health may help support the environment your kidneys need. Red grapes also contain a lot of water. That can support hydration as part of your total daily intake. They are naturally sweet. They can replace candy or dessert, and they are easy to eat. But this is also where the danger comes in. Grapes are very easy to overeat. You sit with a bowl. You eat one, then another, and suddenly you have eaten far more sugar than you planned. If you have diabetes or prediabetes, this matters. So portion control is key. A small bunch, a measured serving, not a giant bowl. Now, the wrong way to eat grapes is through sugary grape juice, grape jelly, grape candy, or large amounts of raisins. Grape juice removes much of the fiber and can deliver sugar quickly. Grape jelly is usually loaded with sugar. Raisins are dried grapes, which means the sugar is concentrated. Raisins may be useful in some diets, but for kidney and blood sugar awareness, they are not the same as fresh grapes. Fresh red or purple grapes are the better choice. Wash them well. Eat them whole. Eat the skin. The skin contains many of the beneficial compounds. If you can find organic grapes and it fits your budget, that may reduce pesticide exposure. If not, wash thoroughly. Now, what about grapeseed extract? Some people hear that grape seeds contain antioxidants and immediately run to buy supplements. Be careful. A supplement is not the same as eating grapes. Grapeseed extract is concentrated. It may interact with blood thinners or affect bleeding risk in some people. If you take aspirin, warfarin, clopidogrel, apixaban, rivaroxaban, or any blood thinner, talk to your doctor before using concentrated extracts. Food first. Supplements only with guidance. Now, red grapes can be used in simple ways. Eat them as a snack. Add a small amount to salads. Freeze them for a cold treat. Pair them with a protein source if blood sugar is a concern. But do not use them as an excuse to eat unlimited fruit. Healthy food still needs wisdom. Now remember the key message for red grapes. They may support blood vessel health through antioxidants. They can replace processed sweets. They support hydration. But portion matters. And whole grapes are better than juice, jelly, raisins, or supplements for most people. Now we come to fruit number 1, watermelon. Watermelon is the fruit people love because it feels refreshing, sweet, hydrating, and harmless. And for many people, watermelon can absolutely be part of a healthy diet. It is mostly water. It contains lycopene, it contains citrulline, it can help people enjoy something sweet without eating candy or heavy desserts. But watermelon is also the fruit people misunderstand the most. Because it is mostly water, people think they can eat unlimited amounts. That is not always true. If you have chronic kidney disease, heart failure, swelling, dialysis, or fluid restriction, too much watermelon can be a problem because it adds fluid. If you have diabetes or blood sugar problems, watermelon can raise blood sugar depending on the portion. If you have been told to watch potassium, you need to ask how watermelon fits your plan. So watermelon can be helpful for many people, but it is not unlimited. Now, let us talk about why watermelon gets attention. Watermelon contains lycopene. Lycopene is a red pigment and antioxidant also found in tomatoes. It helps fight oxidative stress and supports overall vascular health. Watermelon also contains citrulline. Citrulline is an amino acid involved in nitric oxide pathways. Nitric oxide helps blood vessels relax, and healthy blood vessels matter for kidney blood flow and blood pressure. But I need to be clear. Watermelon does not lower blood pressure like medication. It does not repair kidneys. It does not flush out years of damage. It simply contains compounds that may support vascular health as part of an overall healthy diet. Now, here is the wrong way to eat watermelon. Watermelon juice with added sugar. Watermelon smoothies mixed with sweet juice. Huge portions late at night. Salted watermelon. Yes, some people add salt to watermelon. If you are watching blood pressure or kidney health, do not turn watermelon into a sodium source. Eat it plain, fresh, in a controlled portion. Now, how much is reasonable? That depends on your health. For a healthy adult, a moderate bowl or slice may be fine. For someone with diabetes, kidney disease, or fluid restriction, the portion should be discussed with a clinician or dietitian. Again, your labs matter. Your kidney plan matters. Your blood sugar response matters. Now, how do you choose good watermelon? Look for a creamy yellow field spot where the watermelon rested on the ground. A dull skin may mean it is ripe. It should feel heavy for its size. A hollow sound when tapped can be a sign of ripeness. Wash the outside before cutting. This is important. Even though you do not eat the rind, bacteria on the outside can transfer to the inside when you cut it. Food safety matters, especially for older adults and people with medical conditions. Now, some people talk about eating watermelon rind and seeds. The rind and seeds contain nutrients, but do not force yourself to eat them if you do not like them. If you blend rind, wash it very well and use caution with digestion. If you have kidney disease, ask before adding unusual high-volume foods or concentrated forms. Simple is best. Fresh watermelon, reasonable portion, no salt, no sugar, no juice overload. Now let us connect all 5 fruits. Blueberries support antioxidant protection and can replace sugary desserts. Apples provide fiber and help support better snacking and blood sugar control. Cranberries may support urinary tract health for some people and provide tart antioxidants. Red grapes support blood vessel health through protective compounds like resveratrol. Watermelon supports hydration and provides lycopene and citrulline, but portion matters. These fruits are not magic. They are tools. And tools only work when used correctly. Now I want to tell you a story. Imagine a man named Michael. Michael is 61 years old. He has high blood pressure. He works hard. He does not feel sick, but he does not feel young either. His ankles sometimes swell after a long day. His urine is darker in the morning. He wakes up tired. His doctor tells him his kidney numbers are still acceptable, but not as strong as they used to be. At first, Michael does what many people do. He panics. He searches online for kidney detox. One video tells him to drink lots of fruit juice. Another tells him to eat unlimited watermelon. Another tells him to take grapeseed extract. Another tells him cranberries will clean the kidneys. Another tells him to avoid fruit completely. Now he is confused, and confusion makes him do nothing. So he goes back to his usual routine. Sweet tea in the morning, processed food at lunch, chips in the afternoon, dessert at night, very little water. Fruit juice when he wants to feel healthy. Then one evening, he notices his socks have left deep marks around his ankles. His blood pressure is higher than usual, and he finally realizes something. His body has been whispering for months. He decides to stop chasing miracle detoxes and start building a pattern. He swaps sweet tea for water most mornings. He eats an apple instead of cookies. He keeps frozen blueberries and adds a small portion to breakfast. He uses fresh cranberries occasionally instead of sugary cranberry cocktail. He replaces candy with a small portion of red grapes. He eats watermelon in moderation, not as a giant bowl late at night. He reduces salt. He walks after dinner. He checks blood pressure. He follows his doctor's advice. After several weeks, Michael does not become a new man overnight, but he feels something better. Control. He understands what he is doing. He feels less heavy. He is more consistent. He is no longer treating his kidneys like an invisible organ. That is the real goal. Not fear, not panic, not one magical fruit. A smarter daily pattern. Now let us talk about the biggest mistakes people make with kidney fruits. Mistake number 1 is drinking fruit juice instead of eating whole fruit. Juice removes much of the fiber and delivers sugar quickly. Apple juice is not the same as an apple. Grape juice is not the same as grapes. Cranberry cocktail is not the same as cranberries. Watermelon juice with sugar is not the same as watermelon. Whole fruit is usually better because it contains fiber and slows down eating. Mistake number 2 is eating dried fruit like it is fresh fruit. Dried fruit is concentrated. Raisins, dried cranberries, dried apples, and other dried fruits can contain more sugar in a smaller volume. Many dried fruits also have added sugar. For people with diabetes, kidney disease, or blood sugar concerns, this can be a problem. Mistake number 3 is ignoring potassium. Many fruits are healthy, but some are high in potassium. If your kidneys are not removing potassium well, high potassium can become dangerous. This does not mean potassium is bad. Potassium is essential. But in CKD, potassium levels must be monitored. So if you have kidney disease, do not choose fruits blindly. Ask your doctor or dietitian. Mistake number 4 is ignoring fluid restriction. Watermelon, cranberries, grapes, and many fruits contain water. For most healthy people, that is helpful. But for people on dialysis, with heart failure, advanced kidney disease, or fluid restriction, extra fluid can build up and cause swelling or breathing problems. So hydration advice must match your medical condition. Mistake number 5 is adding sugar. Honey on fruit, sugar on fruit, syrup on fruit, sweet yogurt, sweet granola, fruit desserts. This can turn healthy fruit into a blood sugar problem. Mistake number 6 is expecting fruit to fix serious kidney symptoms. If you have blood in the urine, persistent foamy urine, swelling, shortness of breath, fever with back pain, severe side pain, very high blood pressure, or sudden changes in urination, do not try to solve it with fruit. Get medical help. Now, if you want to use these fruits wisely, here is a simple 7-day plan. Day 1, replace one sugary snack with an apple. Day 2, add a small portion of blueberries to breakfast. Day 3, replace candy with a small portion of red grapes. Day 4, try fresh or unsweetened cranberries in a meal instead of drinking sweet cranberry juice. Day 5, enjoy a moderate portion of watermelon without salt or added sugar. Day 6, remove one fruit juice from your routine and replace it with whole fruit. Day 7, review how your body feels. Are you eating less added sugar? Are you drinking less juice? Are you choosing whole fruit more often? Are you more aware of portions? Are you checking your blood pressure? Are you drinking water appropriately for your condition? That is how a simple fruit habit becomes a kidney-supporting pattern. Now, if you want a 30-day plan, do this. Week 1, replace desserts with whole fruit. Do not try to be perfect. Just choose fruit instead of one processed sweet each day. Week 2, remove fruit juices and sugary drinks. This is where many people see the biggest change, because they realize they were not eating fruit. They were drinking sugar. Week 3, add one kidney-conscious fruit serving daily, based on your health plan. Blueberries, apples, cranberries, red grapes, or watermelon in the right portion. Week 4, combine fruit with broader kidney habits. Less sodium, more whole foods, better blood pressure control, better blood sugar control, regular movement, better sleep, medical testing if you are at risk. Fruit is powerful, but fruit is not the whole plan. Your kidneys need a lifestyle. Now, who needs to be extra careful? If you have chronic kidney disease, ask before changing fruit intake. If you are on dialysis, ask. If you have high potassium, ask. If you have diabetes, watch portions and blood sugar response. If you have heart failure or fluid restriction, be careful with high-water fruits. If you take blood thinners, ask before using cranberry products or grapeseed extract. If you have kidney stones, ask which fruits fit your stone type. This is not to scare you, this is to protect you. Natural foods can be helpful, but the right food must fit the right body. Now let us talk about signs your kidneys may need medical attention. Swelling in your legs, ankles, hands, or face. Foamy urine that keeps coming back. Blood in the urine. Pain or burning when urinating. Very dark urine that does not improve. Urinating much more or much less than usual. Back or side pain with fever. Frequent urinary infections. Uncontrolled high blood pressure. Unexplained fatigue, loss of appetite, nausea, shortness of breath with swelling. These signs do not always mean kidney disease, but they should not be ignored. Do not self-diagnose. Do not panic, but do not dismiss them either. Ask your doctor. Get checked. If you have diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, obesity, family history of kidney disease, or you are over 50, ask about kidney testing. Ask about eGFR. Ask about urine albumin. Ask what your blood pressure goals should be. Ask whether your medications affect your kidneys. Ask how often you should monitor kidney function. These questions matter more than any fruit list, because once you know your numbers, you stop guessing. Now let us recap. Fruit number 5, blueberries. small, antioxidant-rich, and excellent for replacing sugary desserts. Fruit number 4, apples. Fiber-rich, simple, and better whole than juiced. Fruit number 3, cranberries. Useful for urinary tract support in some people, but not a treatment for infection. Fruit number 2, red grapes. Rich in protective compounds that may support blood vessel health, but portion matters. Fruit number 1, watermelon. Hydrating and rich in lycopene and citrulline, but not unlimited for people with fluid, potassium, or blood sugar concerns. Now here is the final truth. Your kidneys are not asking for extreme detox. They are asking for less daily stress, less sugar, less salt, less processed food, less soda, less alcohol, less random supplements, better hydration, better blood pressure, better blood sugar, more fiber, more antioxidants, more whole foods, more movement, more sleep, and more attention before symptoms become serious. These 5 fruits can help support that direction. But the power is not in one fruit. The power is in the pattern. A better snack, a better breakfast, a better dessert, a better drink choice, a better plate. Repeat it every day. Your kidneys may be quiet, but they are never unimportant. They are filtering for you right now, balancing for you right now, protecting you right now, so protect them before they have to shout. If this video helped you, share it with someone over 50 who still thinks fruit juice is the same as fruit, or someone with high blood pressure, diabetes, swelling, dark urine, or a family history of kidney disease. They may not need another scary warning. They may need one clear plan. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not personal medical advice and does not replace your doctor, nephrologist, urologist, dietitian, pharmacist, or healthcare team. Always speak with a qualified healthcare professional before making major diet changes, especially if you have chronic kidney disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, kidney stones, high potassium, high phosphorus, swelling, fluid restriction, dialysis, urinary infection symptoms, or if you take prescription medication. I am Dr. Adrian. Take care of your kidneys, protect your energy, protect your future. And remember this, your kidneys are not begging for a miracle. They are begging for better daily choices. Start with one better fruit, one better snack, one better habit, and let that be the signal that you are finally listening.